Well, there was just a bunch of tribes in Egypt just running around doing shit. They started to consolidate, develop ways of being, and then they're going to get some unification, but only in the north of sort of near the Mediterranean and the south. So there's two, Upper and Lower Egypt, and then they kind of merge, and they have lots of conflicts, and they become one Super Egypt. Yeah. And but in the Super Egypt, of course, like with any nation, there's basically provinces. Like it's not like everything's in the transition between old Egypt, where things like pyramids and stuff were built. There was a dark period, and in this dark period is sort of what happened was as the pharaoh's power collapsed, and then and it sort of splintered, and so all of the regional provinces there. So in that period, which is like 50 years, maybe a bit longer, right? There's this period of time. And where the pharaoh sort of fell apart, and then all the regional governors, because they already had like all of their soldiers and shit, because they were doing that kind of thing for the pharaoh, they then started to build their own. Well, I'm the pharaoh, and not necessarily against each other, but in their own regions. And so Egypt splintered into a series of like provinces that all sort of declared them all independent.
That's right.
And then there was a recombine.
That serves a purpose in itself, because then there's trade between those places. So,
well, it did,
increasing that tax value of the coming across our border. You got a
one of those was just over the river, you might say, just a little bit east, just past where the Suez Canal is, just a little bit. And the concept of being cast aside, wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. Right?
Yeah. Oh, the big walk. Yeah.
It's no big walk. It's actually just wandering the wilderness, like you're not connected. Like the provinces.
You're disconnected as a province. True. Yeah.
Right? So they wandered around, and as they were figuring that out, and then they made their own story. And then by the time Egypt came back around, they're like, no, we're our own fucking people.
Yeah, we got.
And they're like, no, you used to be our people.
no, man, come on.
No, we've made up stories about it.
Yeah, we got traditions now.
Yeah. So
true.
there you have it.